Hey class. So I give me a second. So I decided to I was working on this and then I kind of forgot to record. So I did a couple things without recording, but that's okay. So anyway, so what I'm working on right now is the is goggles. So I was gonna go with more steampunk look goggles, with the individuals. But I was looking around and actually, when I typed goggles, I just came across these military ones, and I was like, more likely, because if you're living and scavenging stuff or whatnot, you're probably just going to get what you can find. And the likelihood to find some fancy steampunk goggles over a pair of U.S. military goggles, probably you're a little more likely to find the military goggles. So now I'm not saying this planet is even even United, even the world, the Earth, future Earth. I'm not saying that because I kind of want dinosaurs in here. So, but I was just kind of making some stuff up. But for whatever military, I'm just the U.S. military goggles are the ones I came across. So I decided to go with that. So I had to change the shape of the goggles from what he had. To slightly different ones. So that's what I'm working on right now. So just kind of concepting these suckers out. Yeah, and if it was from a different world, yes, totally could be steampunk goggles because it's from that world. So yeah, that's somewhat more than likely these are going to be. Do these fit his eyes? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, pretty neat, right? You can just put it down there. Perfectly fits him. So yeah, that'll work. All right, so I'm gonna put them right there, basically where the other ones were. Right there. Okay. I also did a little bit to his hair. I changed his hair around a little bit. I put a couple. I used a different brush and fixed some stuff there in his hair. Get this to be the way I want it. This is all messy right now. I need to make sure I can clean it up. Now fix it. Put the details in. Just getting the shape right first. Okay. I have some reference goggles on the other side you can't see. These are air vents. I think they're in the goggles so you don't get them, so they don't steam up. And these are just the lenses themselves. Okay. And then this is the more or less the nose piece of the goggles. Okay. And then these are I guess the cushions for the nose. Make the seal over the nose. Okay, and then this I'm gonna have to just fix. It's his where his skin was, and that's where hair was. So that I can fix by turning the goggles off and just going back to the, start with the skin. I mean, I don't want to ruin it, because I mean, like, it's, to make it sloppy, I'll try to, as if he was bald. Turn the hair off and work it out that if he was bald, I'm not even painting, I'm just pulling it with the smudge brush. If he was bald, what would it look like? Well, it would look a really bald, weird bald head, but he was bald. I can't smudge that too much and mess the ear up. I'll fix it. I was just getting the basic. These get weird head tattoos now. Bald. So there's kind of a indent to your skull right here a little bit. Although that would be too much. That's if you were looking at it straight out, but you're not. You're actually seeing it slightly different because his ears got to come back. So everybody's got a slightly different shaped head, but. And then you're seeing this side almost a 3/4, but it's not quite. But once again, it does. Just come in there a little bit, and then it's kind of a. Some people have misshapen skulls. So this guy's got a relatively normal skull. I'm making him bald all of a sudden, but I am. So bald, it would be in this range here, and it would be, if the light's hitting from the top of his head, it would definitely be brighter here. I'm not taking into account any tan or anything you might have, but and like I said, this is gonna be covered with hair, but I'm just doing it this way. I'll put the hair back in a minute. Okay. All right, and then While I got the brushes out, I should fix his ear. I left the bottom of the ear off because the earring was there. I'm going to put the earring back. I'll paint it all in over top of the actual painting. All right. Alright, so just the light's hitting from there, so alright. I did fix the ears a little bit. I felt that they were too I felt that this ear was sticking out too much. I brought it in some, and this ear was too high, so I fixed those things. So if he was bald, if he was bald. I don't even know what I don't have on here is I don't have any skin textures on here, so I kind of need to do that, but I'll do that in a minute. Let me get the basic paint down. Okay, so if he was bald, let's put his hair back. All right, so let's see where the hair is going to be at if he was bald. And then we'll go back to the hair. And for the hair, I'm going to have to use the colors that are in... Oops. The colors that are in the hair. Let me grab the... Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Maybe about the hair layer. The other color is what? The lighter colored hair is probably in. Really? That's the lightest color of the hair? I'm going to say it's up here. Okay. Alright, so now I'm not going to use that hairbrush again. I'm just going to use this real small. The hairbrush is good, but the problem with the hairbrush is that it... oops. Yeah, I just painted out a lot of hair. Yeah. Anyway, the problem with the hairbrush... It's on eraser. It's on smudge, that's why. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, concentrate what I'm doing. The problem with the hairbrush is that it's really fine. It's like a really fine wavy hair, and it looks good for, well, when you start looking really closely at it, it looks kind of weird. So this hair is obviously way out too far. His hair would be only... It was hard to tell because of the goggles on there. Kind of distorted it a little bit, but this hair would be much shorter. Probably has a part of some sort here, I'm gonna guess. And then this hair is just too long too. Short all of his hair was a little bit. Mostly about hair is that you got to think about it's basically shapes, large shapes, and then with hair's large shapes with So like this there'd be a shape of hair here. So it's large. You can break it into large shapes with fuzzy edges. Especially if you do like a hairstyle, like you'd have like a large hair would be a large shape, right? And then another large shape of hair, and then you're just putting in the details of it. But this guy here has this kind of not shave. I was gonna do a shaved head on him, but originally, but I decided to go with the kind of whatever, just generally randomly short hair. And your face height and your head height are the same, so your top of his head's actually a little higher than I made it. Yeah. Yeah. I made his head a little short, but that's okay. You won't see it anyway. He says how to set his head shave right there, right? Generally, the hair is going in the right direction. This hair here should have all should be done that way. I don't know. I have any of it going the opposite way for, but I'm gonna fix that right now. I don't know why I had it going in the wrong direction. So he's got a part back here. His hair changed directions. He doesn't have any really long hair, so I'll have a couple long hairs on him, I guess. And then I'll have to go and put some highlights in here. This is just the basic shape of the hairline. I'm trying to make sure I get it in there right. I wish I had the head of hair. I don't. I did. I missed my hair. Alright, that piece went over too far. That'll work. Okay, so now, where's the light hitting his hair? The light's going to be hitting his hair up here. It's not a lot lighter, but it is enough that the light will reflect on the hair. So. Or maybe he's got black hair. Now, black hair you actually probably see even more to the lighter. Because really, truly, black hair is going to reflect the... Truly black hair is going to reflect the white, the light. I like shiny, but he's just got generally. Okay, once again, it'll be all right. So just dark over here. The light's not going to hit it from inside here where it's hitting his head, but as it gets back by the edges, it might hit it a little bit because you're going to see that the light's coming around the edge. So some light might hit his hair over there. Okay. Some light might hit on the side of his head there. Okay. Alright, so then okay. Alright, hair has it. Alright. Okay. You see some scalp, but you don't see too much. This little eraser, small eraser. Okay. Alright, so now, oops, it's some random hairs on this forehead here. The line drawing is under there. I gotta get rid of that part. Line. Big eraser. Get rid of the pencil line off of there. Okay. And then I'm gonna forget this over here. This hair. Another hair layer. Oh. What was this? Oh, I'm gonna just bring that down to start the hair, right? I was gonna do it on a separate layer, but I did it separate. Okay. New hair. He's got hair again. Alright, now we need the goggles. So, bam. Now the goggles are going to totally 100% cover this hair, so. The goggles. I gotta use a big brush just for a second. Strap goes back there. Right, so the goggles must be. Did I paint that? I did, didn't I? Dang it! I painted the wrong layer. Goggles layer. Lock the hair layer. I was like, why isn't that? I could not figure out why it wasn't. What the heck? Whatever. I don't know why it won't go on that goggles layer. It refuses to go on the goggle layer. I don't know why, but whatever. I'll do it on here and I'll merge it down to the goggle layer. That's fine. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright. Just 1 second here so I can see where these goggles go. I can't see this strap right here with the. I need to make this strap white just so I can see it. And the hair goes back in place. The goggles will not be white, but they're getting lost under there. Okay. Let me clean these up now. Alright. merge this layer down onto here. Merge down. All right, now I'm going to make a new layer over that. And I'm going to that Google layer. I did call it Google layer. Make it like this. I can draw over it, nice and clean. I'm going to use my smoothing tool. Flow's fine. And another one layer. That's a giant eraser. Okay. I know. There's no music on this. It sucks, but sorry, guys. Oops. I can't play music that you guys can hear because Google will not let me show it. Alright, let's see here. I drew that with a pretty thick brush, to be honest with you. That's okay. I made the eraser thin, but I left the brush thick. Wah. Ventilation holes. Okay. All right. Oh, now I gotta turn that off. I'm done drawing it. I'm gonna make these tan, these goggles. And make the lens a gradient. What? Back to the gradients again, yeah. Alright, let's see what we get here with the gradients. Let's see what we get here. That kind of works, I like it. Although it would be darker from, if the light's coming in from here, I think that's more like it, because the light would be hitting it, like shadowing the top. I think that works. I don't know. Let's see. Let's play with a couple other versions. No, I think that's definitely yeah, I think that looks. Maybe it was better before. Not sure. Yeah, that looks a little better. There you go. All right. Huh. Got it. All right. Now it's gonna be a it's gonna be a tan color, I think. Let's look a little bit darker over here. It'll be darker here. So in this particular case, I'm using an airbrush. I'm using the airbrush to put in a little bit of a almost tint, if you will, on that side of it. For the lights hitting it. Okay. And then with the lights hitting it, that because that's where remember it's another layer, so the lens, don't worry about the lens isn't getting, the lens is not getting hit with any colors, just the body. I can erase that off there. So. Alright, get that out of there. I can see what I'm actually drawing. That has nothing to do with nothing. What's that layer? Oops. Clean up some of that line. I erased too much. This line first. This line, I want it thinner, but I don't want it. I'll leave it alone. I'll keep messing with it. It's just gonna be a lot more good. Okay. All right. There. Now I just need to clean it up a little bit better again with the airbrush. I made that a little bit light. I was trying to just get rid of the line. I didn't want to. The darkest point of this is going to be There's an edge here. Because it kind of changes directions, you know? Remember, it's mechanical. It's like not organic. So mechanically made means it will have a clean hard edge. A little bit of a curve here to the lens. Okay, and then this was the shadow that came down from the brush, the airbrush. I didn't want it on there. And maybe a little bit just a little bit. With the airbrush, the less you push, the softer the line will be, just like a real airbrush. So, okay. Alright, so all I'm doing, nothing magic here. Well, obviously, I'm not good enough to make it look like magic, but all I'm doing is I'm basically going through and painting where the light is hitting it. I'm just looking at it thinking, like, where's the light gonna hit this thing? And there's an edge right here. I don't want the airbrush for that. I want the actual brush. Just give me a... There. That'll work. It won't work. That's what my round. This'll work. Because there's a little edge here. Because it's a vent, remember? And the light will catch it into the edge of that. That's up close. You can see any of the edges better. It's working on. also see where I put the black on the edge. Too far. I couldn't see that from a distance. That's the shadow. That's what that was. Well, I can put that back. Oh. Get the right color. It's the shadow. Okay. I might paint the shadows in on my character once I get all this done. I just gotta clean up this line. If you push too hard on an airbrush, it really lets you know you pushed too hard on it. Just stick with this brush. This is detail you probably won't see. And to be honest with you, I tend to do too much detail. I'm just going to be honest with you. But I like the detail, so. Alright. The darkest part of the goggles is right here. Well, not the darkest, but one of the darkest, because the light's coming in. I think the light's coming in from here. It's going to be blocked off. But then get lighter right there. Then there's going to be some light reflecting on it from the lens, but so this will be dark right here too, because less light will hit it. This could have a little bit of a, let's get a little bit of a highlight here where the light's hitting it just a little bit. It kind of goes up on an angle. Oops. Okay. And light is always on the edges of things. So you got a dark there, but you also have the light. Because it's the edge of it. piece of metal as it bends around to go in there. Oops. Made it too skinny. Forget what brush I'm painting with as I start kind of painting like I'm painting with the round. The round is my go-to brush. The hard round. It's the brush that gets the job done the majority of the time. For me, anyway. I mean, there's some nice brushes, like, you know, like the hairbrushes gave me kind of cool technique there to help out with the shortcomings of the round, but yeah, I'll be honest with you. Get the job done with the hard round, soft round. Majority of the time. You don't really need anything else. Anything else is just extras. Why make your job? Now, oh, I say that. Now, there's some texture brushes that are very nice. They give you some cool textures that you wouldn't have otherwise. So if that's on there, it's gonna have to go under it, isn't it? Yeah. It holds the. It's the thing that holds the. It's the part that holds the. There it goes. Kind of holds it together. Okay, I think that'll work. All right. Yep. So let's bring his hair back. I have to fix his hair now. And his skin, I think I have to put the shadows in the skin, that's all. So let me fix the hair. I locked the hair. I need a bigger brush. And the strap is not long enough now. So. Okay. Back to the hair. Actually, I might put a little bit of highlights in on that strap. Oh, jeez. I erased it by accident. It's not what I meant to do. Let's put a little bit of white. Like a little bit of a texture on that. Some more hair that needs to be erased. Yeah, it's the hair. Weird, the hair showing through the goggles. How did I do that? Googles must be see-through. Goggles must be Googles. Goggles must be see-through in certain parts. Okay, I'll fix that. I fixed the hair a little bit. I can't. Because that looks terrible. Like, the goggles are going to cover it, but still. I want to be able to make the goggles if I don't want the goggles there. But I'll just have to. For some reason the goggles didn't. Maybe because they were white. That's about it. Alright, fixable. Alright, easiest fix for this. Let's trace the goggles. Actually, even easier. Paint hair. Line. Okay. Close all these down to the right level. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna leave it. We're gonna take it all, just in case. Oh, I don't want that. It's a pencil. Anyways. There. Okay. Now, grab this. Subject select. Why did it not? Okay. Doesn't matter. It's close enough. It left all the white out. That'll work. Oh, wait. Okay. That will work. Now, a layer below it, add it, fill with, that'll do the job done. There you go. Okay, and then layer. Take that color and change it slightly. Nah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it alone. I think it'll work. Yeah. But now I gotta come back to this one so I can see the where I couldn't see that before, you know. Works. All right, works good. All right, now merge down. So now, now you can't see through it. See? Good. So now I'm going to put a little bit of shadow in here. Oh, I got some weird line there. Where's that line coming from? I couldn't see that line before. It's from the hair. Weird. That works. Okay, now this layer over here will be a shadow for the goggles. Once again, I don't want it permanent on the face because I like to be able to separate stuff. Get some. I wanted to. I don't know. I like to have options I can use with these layers. Okay, so the shadow will be the darkest color. That's good. And then we're just gonna do. Where's the light gonna hit it? Some of that shadow out just a little bit. It's going to affect the color of the goggles. Okay. Fill foreground color. And then make that foreground color a multiply layer. Oh, deselect it. I should have made it. I mean, do go back. I need to make it a. Wasn't thinking. Select. Modify. Feather. Feather a little bit. Edit. Fill. There he goes. Okay, feathering it helps. Now I'm going to deselect it. And I'm going to convert it to a multiply layer. And then I'm going to lower the opacity of it. Alright. There you go. Maybe it should be. There it goes. Alright. There you go. Bam! Goggles. They look big enough? I hope so. For fun, I'm going to take the goggles and move them down again. Actually, I'm just going to copy them. I'm going to throw this goggles layer away. Sorry, the shadow's going away. This one will be the new goggles layer. I just want to rename it. Probably spelled it wrong. Like I spell everything wrong, but that's okay. Goggles. Duplicate the layer. All I want to do is an eye to see if it fits his eyes. Yeah, it still fits his eyes. So if I actually wanted to put them on him, then I could flip this thing up here kind of neat, huh? Alright. He could have extra goggles. Or I could have him around his neck down here, hanging. Reverse this strap going up. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Let me see something here. Edit. Skew. No. I don't want to skew it. I'm actually going to edit. Warp it. Just do I need to make the side a little bigger? Whoa. It's fine. It'll work. It's fine. It works. All right. So the Googles of the shadow and the line are all happy and good. All right. This was the first. His ear was too high. See it? Yeah. And his other ear was out too much, so I repaired that. Okay. He's good to go. All right. Let's throw that away. That was our mess up copy. All right. Oh, his earrings. I gotta do those. All right. No rhyme or reason, but these earrings are just. I feel like the big one should be smaller than if I that one's smaller. I like the smaller one better anyway. All right, gold or silver? You know what? We'll go with gold. Their work. Actually, That'll work. Then all the other ones I can do above this one, and yeah, whatever. I'll just merge them all down onto the same thing. Okay. Merge down. There you go. See, that was easier because I just had to merge it down. One left. There it goes. Bam. Earrings in place. Now, I could make them gold if I wanted. Let's see. Image adjustments. Hue and saturation. Darker, lighter. Colorize. Just find the yellow. Is there yellow? It's supposed to be right here, but 100% saturation, but just darken them up a little bit. Put a little more red into it. That'll work. Alright, and then above it, I'll put a little highlight layer. Light hits the airbrushes the light. I know. I guess I would think that he would probably get robbed pretty quick wearing gold. So, probably not the best. Whatever. Maybe he's so tough he can wear gold and it doesn't matter. Maybe gold has no value in this world. Maybe I'll change him to steel. I don't know. What do you think? Let's see here. Let me look at them, what they look like in another color. Image, adjustments, hue and saturation. So it'd be easy enough. You just change the thing. Make them. Steel. That's like too much gray. I think it looked better just leave him gold. I'll leave him gold. He's he's well off. Alright. So he's pretty goodly done. Oh, skin texture. Yeah, that's what I forgot. Alright, let's go a layer above this. Alright, he's too clean. We gotta put some filth on him. Find a good filthy brush. Can't see. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Dark brown. And don't worry, we'll okay. I like the overlay. There you go. That looks better. Okay, and maybe I'll make a second pass with a different brush. Just some filth. How much more filth do I have? Sponge. I had a skin, remember that? Just sponge do. Not bad. I'll make the sponge really big, see what it does. Oops, I made him put in his eye. Keep his eyes clear. Look too uniform? A little bit. We'll use this random sponge here to take to erase a little bit of it. Make my sponge a little bit smaller? No. Less, not as strong. I know I've got ones that spin around and stuff too. I'm just trying to put a little more dirt on this guy. Okay. I'll take that. Go to... What's overlay look like? Overlay looks like that. Multiply looks like that. I'll do multiply because overlay was the red, multiply is the brown. Lower the opacity a little bit. There you go. Generally just a little bit dirtier. Into the shadow a little bit. Yeah. Alright, much better. Now this guy looks like he's seriously like... Really? Alright. These goggles look a little too clean, don't they? Maybe he really takes care of them. But at the same time, I think they need to be a little bit dirty. There you go. Scratches on his glasses. I like that effect. Yeah, there you go. Looks good. I like it. And this is the light. Tell me what lights. We can get rid of that. Totally, we don't need that anymore. Okay. Alright, let's save it. Six. I don't know. It's not number 6, but alright, so he's ready to go. So let's do this. What I always do. Duplicate group. Turn off first one. Take this one, convert to a smart object. Take that smart object, go back to his body, looks good against the brown, doesn't it? Alright, so I'm gonna put it here and take these other heads. Not that. The heads that I drew. Nah, it's his clothes. That was his original head. These heads. Shrink these. Shrinking heads. What? Edit. Free transform. Because the selection area is empty. Oh, I must have selected something. Deselect. I don't know what the heck I selected. Now edit. Free transform. There you go. And get rid of the 7 heads again. I don't need those. Those are just in the way. Alright. This is close up. And then I need another one of these. Duplicate layer. Okay. And then edit. Free transform. This time I'm going to hit shift. He's a bobblehead. This is going to be way up here at the top. Get the size correct. It's just about the same scale as the original. Okay. And then the sketch is what was. Nope. Nope. No. There he is. I'm just going to go ahead and edit, cut, edit, paste. I don't know. There it goes. Fit on screen. There you go. So now I got to do his costume. I don't think I'm going to do that today. So we got his costume done. So let's save this. Save as. This is the main character page. Okay. Alright. So that's done. That's the painting, and the goggles are done, and the character's done. So now we do the armor, or we do the clothing, the outfit. We did his gun. Where's his gun? His crossbow. I did his crossbow. Even though that's not what's in the picture. I could bring the crossbow over here too. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to finish up this costume then. Alright, so just save it the way it is. I already saved it. Okay. Thanks.